What we don't realize is our parents are also just what we were discussing, giant babies. You're so used to like thinking about your life like this, like this is my moment and my this and when you think about it on a larger scale, all the worry just disappears. So when I look at the struggle and the suffering that there is in the world, it really makes me count my blessings and be so grateful for everything that we have in our lives, because it's hard for people in the world.
What's it been like to see Ranbir become a dad, and a girl dad especially? Like,
he's amazing. He's very creative when it comes to entertaining her. She entertains him as well. Like, they both have a very special friendship, I would say. Their bond is not like you'd feel like they're two friends, like either two adults or two toddlers, at different moments in life. And he's like literally when he looks at Raha, it's like stars in his eyes. There's that. And of course, for any parent, but when I see it, because I've known Ranbir pre and I know him now, I see the difference. I see the difference in the way he is with people, as a father. He's just so sort of full. It's not like he was ever edgy or ever, he always had a very calm demeanor or anything, but there's a fullness which I've experienced firsthand and that I see on a daily basis. And it's actually really sweet and special to, watch their conversations. And very often I'm just like sneakily, videotaping a lot of their random moments, and they don't even know I'm doing it. Eventually, I guess one of them looks at the camera and then I put it off. But it's just the beginning. But the beginning is just so unique and special, at least from where I'm sitting and from what I've seen. And just to watch your partner also manifest love in that way is very interesting.
Go on, what do you mean?
I mean, we have love for each other, right? I have love for Ranbir. Ranbir has love for me. I have love for Raha. Raha has love for me and Ranbir, and Ranbir has love for Raha. So you see different moments of love transpire differently in one house, under one roof. And it wasn't always like this, right? Like Raha's come into our life now. So the before and the after, although I don't remember much of it, like as I mentioned earlier. But moments and feelings, and how we've watched sunsets together, but now when we're watching the sunset with her, it's a different feeling. It's a very beautiful feeling. It's very fulfilling.
So sweet. You're making me feel like I've got so much to look forward to. So I'm like, no, I'm like, I always tell Radhi, I'm like, I want to be a girl dad so bad. Like,
And he really wanted to be a girl dad. Yeah, he really did. I'm doing this thing where I send Raha emails. I've been doing it since she's born, every month. And just like an amalgamation of like photos and videos and what happened and just thoughts and feelings.
Wow, that's
it's
so
like
cool.
It's somebody said that this was somebody. So I was like, that's a great idea, because it's like a live memory book. I don't have the discipline and the energy to actually fill out a physical memory book. So I thought this is like a digital way of doing it.
It's easier to search.
It's easier,
and
it's nice. Like when maybe she's 15, I'd give this to her and say, listen, this is all the memories that we collected for you over the years, and go ahead and have some fun.
What a special gift. What kind of things have you put in there right now?
Just like photos, videos, thoughts, mainly just visuals of her with either like us, with either one of us or her grandparents or, her aunt or uncles and stuff like that. And just random moments, and like a little note that you did this today, and we had such a lovely trip here and something happened, and just sharing whatever I can. It's like within the moments, whatever comes out at that time. But so when I'm sneakily recording the two of them, it's and I sometimes when I review it, and it's really very heartwarming to watch, because that this is like something very special is just cooking. Like, I remember in New York, we were speaking about this. And I remember my mom sent me a photo of like a baby walking down the street with like many bags. Like it was like a random, like a Pinterest image or something. And I discussed this with you, and we said, we actually both agreed that we're actually all giant babies through our lives, at least for our parents. Like no
Yeah.
matter how old we become, we're still babies.
Mhm.
You know,
That's what they see.
that's what they see, and I see that now. You know, I see that now. When every time I would travel, my mom would say, "Okay, be careful before you cross the road. You know, take care of your
And we
arms
get
and
so
legs."
frustrated.
Yeah, I'm like, what do you say? What do you mean take care of your arms and legs? But I understand that now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a parent, but everything you're saying to me, even when I think about it for a second, I think I'd be exactly the same. I'm like that with my friends' kids. Like if my friends' children are over, and I remember my friends, I can't remember what they were doing, something called adventure parenting or something. I can't remember. There was one of these parenting techniques. So we're sitting at one end of a living room. The kid is at the other end of the living room. And she's like just learned to walk, but she's like putting her hands through candles like this. And so I'm about to run over and like take their kid away from the candle. And they're like, no, she'll learn. And that was their parenting technique.
Okay.
And my heart was like, and it's not even my child, but I'm feeling so much.
Yeah.
Like, and you know, I'm constantly like, whenever I see kids running around, again, friends' kids in my home or whatever, I'm like looking for their heads to not bump against
Yeah.
the table. Like I find myself even being that way now, so I can't imagine when it's
Yeah.
your own child. Like,
You know, one thing is worry for the physical
Yeah.
physical danger or within the moment. But the other worry is also worry whether you're doing your parenting bit right. Worry whether you're giving them, you know, the right tools to go with. And she's so small right now. She's 2. So there's no need for me to be thinking about all of this. But every moment is a learning, right? If I'm trying to impart some sort of life knowledge to her in a specific moment, say she's dealing with an emotion and I need to help her deal with it, because basically what from what I've understood is that this is where they really start like pushing their boundaries and understanding the world. And instead of confining them to specific emotions, that this is the way you're supposed to be and this is the way you're not supposed to be, you help them deal with every emotion, you know, specific, because happiness is easy to deal with, but the other ones are not, right? And it starts now. It starts very early. So giving her the tools to deal with these emotions, I need to have those tools myself as well, number
Yeah.
one. Number 2, I think this is where my, you know, fast forwarding to the future happens, is that I know I can't be a perfect parent. And from what I understand is I can just be good enough, but I have to be able to be so present and one with her feeling what she's feeling, asserting certain values and behaviors, but also just letting her be.
Yeah.
You know, so there's so many of these permutation combinations that I'm just like constantly toying with. So that's one other worry about like just future and life. And then of course there's this physical thing. And then is she eating well and is she sleeping well? And you know, what's going to happen tomorrow and what's going to happen day after? And I'm also a working mom. Again, I have to acknowledge my privilege. I do have a great support system around her, but the worry is not going to leave. You know, like, oh, if I'm away, is somebody going to say something? Is she going to pick up on something that I would not want her to pick up on? All those things. But, you know, you just take each day as it comes and just move forward. So I guess the reason I'm speaking about it is because it's a very real feeling, and it's not something that I've just got figured out since day one. I'm constantly sort of wrapping my head around it on a daily basis. But apart from that, it's joyous.